Welcome to Real Estate Secrets Unlocked, the podcast that takes you inside the minds of the industry's top professionals, revealing their top secrets to success. I'm your host, Danielle and Damianov. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, get ready to learn the latest trends, strategies, and secrets that will help you succeed. Join us as we go beyond the basics and explore what it takes to make it in the world of real estate. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. This is Real Estate Secrets Unlocked.
Hey everybody, so it's Danielle Damianov, and today we are going to talk about creating an AI-powered operating system. This is a kickoff of our series, our Lunch and Learn series that we do every single Thursday at 12 p.m. Today is Friday, so I had to switch it up this week, but starting next week, June 4th, it will be at 12 p.m. So what I want to do today is just kick it off with a quick little overview over, what the AI-powered operating system is, and then show you guys what we're going to be doing over the next several weeks. You want to make sure that you're bringing your computer when you come, because it is going to be action-packed, and it's really going to be designed to help you implement. Because a lot of times what we do is we'll go to a webinar, we'll go to a training, and we take all these notes, but then we never actually implement it. So what I want is for you guys to bring your computers starting next Thursday, June 4th, at 12 p.m. for our weekly Lunch and Learn. And I want you to implement and do it as we go. Okay? Because I promise you, once you get this set up, you will be escaping that hustle culture that I know all of us think is needed, right, to really have a large, successful, growing and scaling business, but it's just not true. So today we're going to talk about creating a life by design with your AI-powered operating system. And I'm going to share with you guys how I've done it. And then, like I said, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be going over, the ins and outs and really sit down and get it all set up for you so you can escape the hustle culture also. So here's the thing. Most business owners are not lazy, right? We're just overwhelmed because we're wearing a million different hats. So if you're running your business with sticky notes and random apps and notebooks and disconnected tools, or maybe you have like 10 different tools, you have your email marketing campaign, you have something else for social media, you have something else for your database, right? You have all of these disconnected tools that are not talking together. And somehow we're supposed to just think that we're going to be able to keep it all together, grow and scale our business, but we don't, right? Because we just get overwhelmed with everything. And then what we start to do is have analysis paralysis, and we don't do the things that we know we need to do in order to grow our business because we just don't even know where to start, right? We have so many tools. We have shiny object syndrome. We buy this thing and that thing, and then we never really use the things that that are really going to help us grow and scale. So we're going to talk today about creating that one system that is going to have everything for you to run your business from, right? So what's going to happen if you're overwhelmed and you're using too many different tools? You have the shiny object syndrome. Your leads are going to fall through the cracks. You're going to follow up inconsistently or not enough, because we all know in sales, we need to be following up at least minimum 7 times. And I know with a lot of the people that I coach, they're simply not doing that, right? Or maybe you have too many different tools that are not talking to each other. You're always reactive instead of being proactive in your business, and you're feeling behind all the time. You're, especially with everything that's happening with AI, it's like you're constantly feeling like you need to know this, or you need to implement this tool, or you need to spend hours trying to figure out ChatGPT or Claude or which one's going to work better for you. So you never really feel like you're caught up, and you're always feeling like you're behind. So I wanted tell you how this whole thing came about, because if you know me, you know that I love to travel. You know that every summer we go away, usually in Europe for the summer. And in 2022, I was on vacation with my family in Italy, and I was literally drowning in work. Like I couldn't even have a fun vacation. And I know you're probably thinking, Poor you, Danielle, you're in Italy working, but still you're in Italy, right? But I wasn't able to do anything. I was going from cafe to cafe, hotel room to hotel room. I was schlepping around with my backpack. If we went to the beach, I had my backpack with my laptop so that I could hop on and work on a loan or send a pre-approval letter if I needed to. And it just was exhausting. And that was my light bulb moment where I was like, you know what? I really need to build a system so that my leads are getting followed up with, so that I am staying top of mind with my past clients, so that I am following up with my past clients, so that I am continuously getting deals from my database, so that my current clients who are pre-approved and looking are consistently getting followed up with, instead of me having to pick up the phone or going through my notebook, looking at sticky notes, and all of that. Everything was chaotic. And I said, I can't run a business like this anymore. So that was my light bulb moment where I said, you know what? I need to build a system, an AI powered, well, at that point, AI was new. So it was more an automation system. So I need to build some sort of automation system so that if I step away from my business, my leads are still getting followed up with, right? If I have sent a loan application to a client, my client is still going to continuously to get followed up on until I receive that application. So I had to sit down and really figure out what my business needed so that I can then implement automation and AI into my business. And what I realized in doing all of this is I grew up in the hustle culture. I'm sure most of you have also. And we feel like we need to be doing more, working more, hustling more, always being available for our clients. In fact, I saw a post today in a Facebook group that said, what do you do if your clients are calling after hours or on weekends? And, you really need to figure out your business for you. But I can tell you in the beginning, I was available to everybody at any time and I got burnt out. So the minute you start putting, systems in place, having a schedule that you actually work, people will understand that if they can't reach you at 9 p.m. on a Thursday night, that it's okay, right? Because you now have a scheduled system and a structure. And in the beginning, I didn't have that. I did not have a structure. I did not have systems. I did not have automation in my business. I was running like just from chaos. And I was thinking I had to grind and hustle harder. And what happened is I got burnt out. I took my foot off the gas. My business started going down, anyways, because I wasn't hustling, but I didn't have anything else right in place of my hustle. So that's where this AI powered operating system really comes in, is you identifying your life, what your life by design looks like. It's different for everybody, right? So what is it that you want to do? How do you want to design your life? I can also tell you when I sold real estate, right? People didn't understand how I never worked nights and weekends. Guess what? I never worked nights and weekends because I didn't want to. I wanted to be able to spend that time with my kids. So I created my real estate business so that I didn't have to work nights and weekends. So the first thing that you really want to do is figure out what it is that you want in life so you can build a life by design and then build your business around your life. Okay. So what needed to change for me, and it could be different for you, is I had to really look at like, where are the holes in my tent, right? What is happening in my business? If I were to remove myself, our lead's going to still fall through the cracks, right? So I did not have any consistent system for capturing and following up with the leads. My lead follow-up was inconsistent, right? I was not consistently following up, especially the amount of times that I needed to follow up with my leads. I was sporadically posting on social media, right? So I was not like always staying top of mind because I would do a post maybe for a couple of days and then it was crickets for a week. I was using so many different tools. So I had Hootsuite for social media. I had MailChimp for email marketing. I had Top Producer for my CRM. I had all of these different tools that were not talking to each other. And so trying to log into this one, log into that one just became exhausting in itself. So that is really when I said, okay, what system can I use to build an AI powered automated operating system so that I can make sure that my leads are my leads are getting followed up on. Leads are not slipping through the cracks. I can see exactly in my database where all of my leads are. My lead generation, my email marketing, my social media campaigns, everything is automated so that I can batch content on a Friday and schedule it out for the next 90 days or a year if you really wanted to, right? I created this AI powered database so that when I move one lead from one part of the database into another part of the database, they are now going to continuously get followed up on or dripped on or whatever. And then once I figured out all of the automation, I plugged in AI so that AI could handle a lot of things for me. But I want you to also understand that the human touch is still extremely important. So the mistake that a lot of people make is that they just start throwing AI tools at their business. This looks good. Gemini works for this, like, whatever. And they have shiny object syndrome. They're going from one thing to the next, one AI tool to the next, and they're not actually auditing their business to see exactly what their business needs. Because somebody might be using AI agents in their business, it doesn't mean that you need that in yours. Right? So what you need to first do before you throw any AI tools at your business, right? Or start buying more AI tools. Like for me, I bought ManyChat, for example, and I never use it. I'm not using it at all. Should I be using it? Probably, but I'm not using it, right? And so I want you to look at your subscriptions and see how many different AI tools are you using or not using, or that you're paying for and not using, right? Because if you have all of these different AI tools and you're not using them, you're also going to get overwhelmed. You're going to have analysis paralysis, and you are not going to actually implement anything, which defeats the entire purpose of what we are trying to do here. So before you can create an AI powered operating system, before you can implement AI into your business, you need to have a solid manual process first, okay? Before you automate anything, before you start layering in AI, automation is going to amplify what already works. AI is going to amplify what already works. If your current system, your manual process is not working right now, and then you try to add in AI and automation, it's still not going to work. And I see that a lot when I have people come undone by one CRM. They don't have a process. They don't have a system. They don't have down, right, what they need to be doing in their business. And then they think that this CRM and these AI tools are going to, magically fix their problem, but it can't fix a broken system. So you need to have a solid manual process before we even implement automation and AI into your business. Okay. So the very first thing that I do is if you are on our accelerator plan, we audit your business before we automate anything. Okay. We really need to figure out and get very clear on what it is you're trying to do. What are your core products or your core offerings, right? What is your lead journey? What is your lead follow-up journey? What is your nurture process? So when you're mapping out your lead journey, what you need to do is ask yourself, well, what happens when a lead comes in? Am I writing that name and number on a sticky note, or like what actually happens? Am I putting them into my CRM and into my database? Am I adding them to a nurture campaign? How fast am I following up with my leads? Where do my leads go once I get them, right? How many attempts do I try to contact them before I say, okay, I'm going to put them on a long-term nurture campaign because they're ghosting me or they're just not responding? The next thing you need to do is understand your long-term strategy. So your long-term follow-up strategy, how are you staying in touch with your past clients? Are you asking for a Google review or a Facebook review after every single deal? Are you dripping on them every 90 days? And if so, what does that look like, right? So you want to figure out what your long-term nurture process is, because if you are growing and building a business, you should be mining deals, or your system should be mining deals in your database. And then the third thing that you want to do is identify what it is that I need to automate, right? So what I like to do is basically look at the system, and we have a DADS framework at Done by One. So DADS framework stands for do, automate, delegate, dump, or systematize. So when you start to look at your process or your SOPs, your standard operating procedure for everything, I want you to start to identify what is working in my business, what is not working in my business, what are some of the tasks that are repetitive that I can automate, where do I want to still have that human touch in my business, and then use the DADS framework. What are the things that I want to do? What are the things that I want to automate? What are the things that I want to delegate because I don't need to be doing this? What do I need to dump because this is just not working or I don't enjoy doing it? And then where can I create a system or a process? So do, automate, delegate, dump, and then systematize. Okay. So you really need to take the time to audit your business before you implement AI, before you buy any more shiny objects, before you implement automation. It's really understanding what is working in your business, what is not working in your business in your manual process. And then, and this is a step most people do not do. And then once you have your process down, then we can implement automation and AI. So that is my Done by One framework. Number one is audit your business. Number two is automate. And number three is implement AI. And most people are going right to the AI or right to the automation, expecting it to fix a broken process or a broken system. And it is not going to fix a broken system. Okay. So that is the sequence that's going to make everything else work for you. People skip most to the automation and AI, and then they're wondering, why is it failing? Why is this not helping my business? Why is my business not growing? Why do I feel, chaotic still? Why does everything still feel hard? And it's just because you have not really got down your system. Now, once you do have your system down, your automation and AI, as your business grows, right, you are going to have to tweak things. You are going to have to change things. You are going to have to add different people on your team. Just like that old saying of, the team that got you to where you are today might not be the same team that's going to get you to where you're going. That's the same thing with your system. The system that got you to where you are today might not be the same system that is going to get you to where you want to go, right? So your AI powered operating system, I want you to think of it like a command center for your business. This is going to be one place, not 5 million different tools. You're not running your business from 5 million different tools. It's one place where everything is going to connect. Everything, nothing is going to fall through the cracks anymore because your system is going to keep following up for you. Your system is going to keep staying on top of your database. Your system is going to keep you on social media. There is going to be a structure around everything you do. There is going to be consistency. There is going to be visibility to keep you top of mind. And that is what is going to also create freedom. It is going to take you from that chaotic operating system of what you were used to, or that hustle culture of what you were used to. And it is going to bring you into more freedom, more clarity, and living a life by design, which I am a huge proponent for. So I want to go over what we're going to cover over the next 5 weeks. Like I mentioned, this is a very short webinar, a very short series today. Every Thursday at 12 p.m., bring your lunch, 12 p.m. Eastern, unless you're in California, bring your breakfast, right? Bring your laptop, and we are going to build this together. So June 4th, we're going to go over social media marketing automations. We're going to go over your email marketing, and I'm going to show you guys how to easily create LinkedIn newsletters. Okay. On June 11th, I'm going to go over how to run webinars just like this. I am going to take you through everything from setting up, your webinar, how to do a presentation like this, right? And so show you all of the different AI tools on how to run webinars. On June 18th, we're going to go over your AI powered pipeline. We are going to go over lead follow-up. We are going to go over your past clients, mining for deals in your database, and Google My Business reviews and how you can automate all of that. Now, everything that I'm going to be showing you is in the Done by One system. If you're not on Done by One and you have multiple different tools and you want to become a Done by One member, then I will go ahead. At the end of this, I'm going to send you the link and share the link with you, but you can go to crm.donebywone.ai. Once again, crm.donebywone.ai to join Done by One and hop on here and build your AI powered operating system with us. June 25th, I'm going to show you guys how to build AI agents. So these AI agents are going to be built in ChatGPT and also built in Done by One. So AI agents answering your text messages for you, answering your Facebook DMs, and that type of stuff. And then on July 2nd, we're going to go over running Facebook ads. How to run Facebook ads, how to set them up in the CRM. So over these next 5 weeks, you are going to be creating your AI powered operating system. Now, I know that there's a lot of other things that we could be doing, in our business. So I'm going to show you guys how I have all of my stuff set up. I'm going to take you under the hood. You're going to get a really good, idea. And you're going to also be able to do the step-by-step and walk through it with me so that way you can implement it yourself. You do need either Done by One, or if you have your own system that is going to be able to do all of this for you, then you can use that as well. Okay. So that's what we're going to cover over the next 5 weeks. We're kicking off our Lunch and Learn series again. So if any of this sounds like you, right, then this is going to be the right series for you. So if you are tired of doing everything manual, right, you're tired of doing tasks that you can automate, right? So then this system will be for you. If you're tired of letting leads slip away, maybe you're in real estate and you were talking to a potential seller, and the next thing you see, they're telling you to call them back in 2 months. And the next thing you see it listed with another agent, right? Your leads are falling through the cracks. You're not following up consistently. You're losing business. You're watching people do business with other people instead of you. Then this is for you. If you are inconsistent with your marketing, right? So you're not sending out emails, you're not consistent with your social media, you're not staying top of mind with your current clients, past clients, prospective clients, your outreach is not consistent, and you feel overwhelmed, like you don't have enough time to create that consistent marketing, then this series will be for you. And if you're kind of curious as to, AI is powerful, but you don't know where to start, you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many different AI tools. I just don't know which ones are working, which ones I should be using, which ones are right for me, which ones are right for my business. Then we will be going over all different AI tools. And if you're wanting more freedom, if you are ready to step away from the hustle culture, I can tell you, I remember the basketball games that I literally was physically present at, but never even saw because I was outside on the phone talking to clients, right? So if you're ready for more freedom, if you're ready for more structure in your business, if you're ready for more time with your family, if you're ready to be able to travel more, then this series is going to be for you. So if you do not have a CRM, or you have way too many tools, right, that it's not all in one, we have 2 different programs. I used to have a bunch of different programs. I simplified it now. We have the do it yourself plan, right? Which is $250 a month and a $300 setup fee. Or if you want to save 2 months, it's $2,500 for the entire year. But this is going to give you full access to the platform. It's also going to give you access to our Done by One membership. We have the live weekly walkthroughs, tons of training, community support, access to Done by One virtual assistants. And this allows you to really build it and customize it at your own pace. The Done by One Accelerator program is not a do-it-yourself plan. This is a done with you. So we want to make sure that we are setting up your business with the way you want it set up. So we don't just teach you how to build it, right? We're going to build it with you and build it for you, but we want to make sure we're building it the way that you want it done. So that is $497 a month, and that's a $3,000 one-time setup fee. So that has your done by one onboarding. It has everything in the do-it-yourself plan, but you have priority support, you have custom builds, you have custom landing pages, you have custom automations, you have custom email marketing. So we really handle everything for you, and it's going to be like the quickest path for you to get up and running. Okay. Some people, by the way, are on done by one at $250 a month, and they do pay for the accelerator. So the $300 setup fee. At $497 a month, you're getting more coaching calls with me, more one-on-one personalized service. And you're also getting unlimited AI employees, which is, a huge bonus and benefit. But you can also do the $250 a month and then pay for the accelerator. So I promise you, after you get through these next 5 weeks, you are not going to need any more hustle. You just need better systems. Once we show you how to create your AI-powered operating system, once we show you the right AI tools, once we show you the right automation, you're going to stop being in that reactive stage, and you're going to be more proactive. You're going to follow up better. You're going to be marketing to your database consistently. You're going to be able to show up for your clients even when you're physically not showing up, and you are going to be there more for your family, right? So that is the power of done by one, and that is the power of living a life by design. And that's exactly what we're going to be building together over the next 5 weeks. So I want you to save the date. Every Thursday starting June 4th until I think it's July 3rd, because I'm going on a cruise on July 5th. So whatever that Thursday is before the 4th of July, we will be kicking off this Lunch and Learn series, our AI-powered operating system with Done by One. If you want to book a one-on-one call with me, you can go to book.doneby1.ai. If you're unsure what plan is right for you, if you are like, I want to, hop on the bandwagon, I want to be done by one, I want to, build this AI powered operating system, you can go to crm.doneby1.ai, and that is where you're going to have access to, purchasing either the do-it-yourself plan or the accelerator plan. Some people just want an AI audit, right? So if you are one of those people where you are just wanting this AI audit, well, then you can go to doneby1.ai and you can purchase an AI audit where I will audit your business. I will show you where the holes are in your tent, where you need to implement automation, where you need to implement AI, and then you can decide if you want to move forward with the implementation or just want to take that, the audit that we do for you and have somebody else implement it, or really start to figure out how to fine tune your systems. But that is an option also. So once again, if you want to book a call with me, it's book.doneby1.ai. If you want to join the CRM, which we would love you to join, it's crm.doneby1.ai. And then doneby1.ai is just for your audit. If you want to go there and schedule an audit, the audits start at $1,500 with no implementation. Okay, so I hope to see you guys next Thursday, June 4th. Like I said, we will be kicking that off with your social media and email marketing, LinkedIn newsletters. Bring your computer. You need to show up ready to build. Every session is going to be a hands-on working session. It's not just going to be PowerPoint slides. I am going to show you under the hood how my system works, okay? And this is not going to be probably something that will be posted on social media. So you will only get the replays if you are in Done by One or join our membership, which is $47 a month. If you're a part of our Done by One membership, you can get the for $47 a month, you can get the replays. But everybody that's on Done by One, you will be getting the replays. So you can go back, rewatch it and stuff like that. So your business should be working for you, not the other way around, right? You will need to stop throwing money at and having shiny object syndrome. You need to stop thinking automation and AI is going to fix a broken system. You need to start by auditing your current business and your current process to see where you can implement automation and AI. So the tools are ready for you. We have the tools. We have the framework. We have everything that you're going to need to build your AI-powered operating system, which is starting June 4th. So the only thing that is missing is you. So if you want to come to these sessions, the link is going to be in here. So that way, click on the link below, sign up for our webinar, sign up for Done by One, book a call with me, and let me help you build your AI-powered operating system so that you can escape the rat race, get out of hustle culture, and live a life by design. Okay, so I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and I will see you next Thursday, June 4th. Bye.
Well, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Real Estate Secrets Unlocked. Don't forget to subscribe to our show on your favorite platform, and we would love your feedback. Check us out on social and let me know what topics you want more of. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and our show. I'm your host, Danielle Damianov, and until next time, stay motivated, stay excited, and keep growing in this crazy world of real estate. Thanks for listening to Real Estate Secrets Unlocked.